Pablasang eko dinatang banausan koreng banal, nunde ding palpikasala. Meron tayong isang kasabihan, lalong-lalo na sa mga matatanda, huwag mo raw ihalo ang sirang kamatis sa tiklis. Bakit? Well, obviously, manghahawa ito at maninira. The publicans, the tax collectors in our gospel, in the time of Jesus, they were like rotten tomatoes. Nakakasira sila sa kaayusan at katiwasayan ng Jewish community. Why? Because they collect more than what is expected. They collect more than what is required. In short, maraming overpricing. Hindi lang mga mask at PPE. Hindi lang ngayon, noon pa. And worse, they spend them for their personal, not only needs, but luxury. In short, corruption. There was an issue of overpricing and corruption, even in the time of Jesus. Matthew, whose feast we celebrate today, was unfortunately one of them. Matthew is like a rotten tomato. Nabubulok din na kamatis si Mateo. Bakit? Dahil nilamon na siya ng sistema ng korupsyon. Until one day, as Jesus was passing by, he saw Matthew, Levi, sitting in his office. And immediately, Jesus called him. Without any hesitation, Jesus invited him and said, "Tara, tuki ka kanako. Come, follow me." And overwhelmingly, without any thoughts, Matthew got up and responded to the call. Kararagli inyang dimdang ng Mateo, ingaus ng Jesus, alang pa magadwang lub, tinalakadya at tinuki. Question: what was the purpose of Jesus why he called Matthew? O ba't inaus ng Jesus i Mateo? Well, Jesus was very much aware of the social uprise of corruption and overpricing. And he called out Matthew not only to save the community. Hindi lang tinawag ni Jesus si Mateo upang tanggalin sa community, upang hindi masira ang Jewish community. But primarily, Jesus called out Matthew so that he himself, first and foremost, will be saved from the corruption of sin. Tinanggal ni Jesus si Mateo sa tiklis ng Jewish community upang isave, iligtas, unang-una si Mateo, and secondly, the community. We see Jesus' reason for this. Sabi ng ating Ebanghelyo, those who are well do not need doctors, but the sick do. Lunos ing buriko, ngana ni nga pong Ginoo. Aliwa ing sakripisyo. Dinatangku para karetang masalese, nune karetang masakit. Jesus did not came for the righteous, but for sinners. The story of Matthew is not only a story of vocation, but primarily a story of conversion. Bago tayo makatango sa Diyos, dapat may nagbabago sa ating puso. That is why, even though it is entitled The Call of Matthew, I think more than the story of vocation, it is a story of conversion. From sinfulness to gracefulness, from darkness to God's graciousness. Minsan may pagkwento la kano, di among Eloy at among Au, shout out sa kanila, they're listening. Minsan natanong lang ni Father Anthony kay Father Eloy, among antimong seminary formator, antimong director, nino mo kaya talaga yung karapat dapat kareng power dinanyo? At may kibat ya kanoy, Father Eloy, with a simple answer, one word, ala. Nino yung karapat dapat? no one. Because knowing our weaknesses convinces us that really no one is worthy like Matthew. As a spiritual director, I would always guide seminarians in their discernment. Like Matthew, they are also called. But I would usually remind my discerning seminarians of one important thing. That in following Christ, it is not all about our worthiness. It is about our readiness. Not about worthiness, but about readiness. I have this one favorite Jesuit quote. Sabi nung quotation, sinner yet called. Makasalanan pero mayawos. Unworthy but graced. Sinner yet called. And that exactly is Matthew, a sinner yet called. God consistently calls even the sinners. Why? Because God sees greater things in us. Sa ating pagkakasala, madalas ang nakikita natin yung kadiliman ng buhay natin. But more than that, the good news is, may nakikitang higit ang Diyos kesa sa ating pagkakasala. God sees greater things in us. That is why even sinners, even unworthy, God consistently calls each one of us. Nung ako po'y na-assign sa mga parishes, and siguro even with my seminary assignment, mas na-excite ako kapag aabutan ko ang isang parokya na mayroon pang kailangan i-improve. Bakit? Kasi potang sadyane at alaning pwedeng isulong, malungkot naman hindi. No need for improvement. Pero kareng parish assignment, even with the seminary, ang daming pwedeng gawin. Even in our radio station, alam ninyo yan, marami tayong trabaho. Boring naman ang buhay kapag everything is perfect. So, God sees something beautiful to Matthew because alam ng Diyos, meron pang something to improve itong taong to. So when God calls you, do not look on your weaknesses. Look on God because He sees something in you. Merong nakikita ang Diyos na hindi mo nakikita at pagtiwalaan mo siya sa Kanyang nakikita. In the end, I would like to share with you one quotation na nabasa ko sa t-shirt ng mga knights natin. Nakaprint dun sa t-shirt, sabi niya, God calls not the qualified, He qualifies the called. God calls not the qualified, He qualifies the called. Inginu ausano aliwadeng marapat, nune, inginu ausana la aliwadeng karapat dapat, nune gagawa nung marapat, detang bisang makibat. God calls not the qualified, but He qualifies the called. So my dear brothers and sisters, our gospel challenges us. Please do not be afraid to respond to God's call like Matthew. Because God looks not on our worthiness, but only of our readiness. And with that, yes, with that readiness, God can take care of the rest. Amen.